Hello. In this session, we are going to discuss about the solidification in case of weld. As far as solidification is concerned, basically there are two modes of solidification of weld metal. The first one is known as nucleation and growth solidification, and second is called direct solidification. Now let us understand both the terminologies. The physical process by which a new phase is produced in a material that is known as nucleation. In case of solidification, this refers to the formation of tiny stable solid particles in the liquid. Now, as far as growth is concerned, the physical process by which a new phase increases in size, that is, in case of solidification, it refers to the formation of stable solid particles as the liquid freezes. In the given diagram, the pink part shows the liquid region and the dark red part shows the solid region. So it shows how the tiny nuclei are formed, and the formation of these tiny nuclei is known as nucleation. And further growth of these nucleus to form the separate grain boundaries, this growth process is known as growth solidification. The mode of solidification depends primarily on the composition of weld metal. When the weld metal composition is completely different from the base metal, then the nucleation and growth mechanism is involved for the solidification. In case when the weld metal and the base metal compositions are either same or similar with a marginal difference, in such cases just growth mechanism is involved. The solidification of weld in which just growth mechanism is involved, such a solidification is known as epitaxial growth solidification. The solidification of weld metal takes place with reduction in the temperature of liquid metal, then liquid to solid state transformation, and finally reduction in temperature of solid metal up to the room temperature. The time required for solidification depends upon the cooling rate. Solidification time is the time interval between start to end of the solidification. Solidification time is also of great importance as it affects the structure, properties, and response to the heat treatments. Solidification time of weld can be calculated through the given expression, where the St represents the solidification time, which is equal to LQ upon 2 pi K rho C Tm minus T naught the whole square. Here the L represents the latent heat of fusion, which will be represented in joules per millimeter cube. This equation indicates the solidification time is the function of net heat input, initial plate temperature, and the material properties such as latent heat of fusion, thermal conductivity, volumetric specific heat, and the melting point. Here let us understand the effects of solidification time. Long solidification time allows each phase to grow to a large extent, which in turn results in coarse-grained structure of the weld metal. Thus, increase in net heat input, which may be either with the increase in the welding current or voltage, or due to the reduction in the welding speed. In both the cases, this increases the solidification time. As increase in solidification time coarsens the grain structure, which in turn adversely affects the mechanical properties. Non-uniformity in the solidification rates in different regions of the molten weld pool also brings variation in grain structure, and so to the mechanical properties. Generally, center line of weld joint shows finer grain structure. Thus, center line has better mechanical properties than those at the fusion boundary because of difference in solidification time. Now let us understand what are the effects of welding speed. Increase in the welding speed results in a decrease in the peak temperature of a location in heat affected zone. Increase in the temperature gradient which makes the weld pool of a teardrop shape. If we start increasing the speed of welding, it will tend to become oval shape first and then into a teardrop shape. The same is represented by the diagram uh, into which the welding is done at different source characteristics. Thank you.